Today, news broke that the Biden administration plans to extend the New START treaty for 5 years. Why is extending New START important? Right now, the United States and Russia have an adversarial relationship. Following SolarWinds, years of continuing cyber intrusions and misinformation campaigns, opposing positions on Syria, Ukraine, the detention of Alex Navalny, the use of chemical agents against political opponents, and other abuses of political freedoms, it's unlikely that the bilateral relationship is going to improve anytime soon. A New START helps ensure that tense relations and potential crises are not exacerbated by a lack of transparency or limits on nuclear weapons. New START limits the most destructive nuclear weapons in each country's arsenal. It's also the only remaining arms control treaty between the two countries. Following the Trump administration's withdrawal from the INF Treaty and Open Skies, and unfortunately lack of progress on a new arms control framework, New START extension is really the only available option for the Biden administration between now and February 5th, when the treaty is supposed to expire. U.S. national security benefits from New START. Our allies, including NATO and those in East Asia, have called for New START extension, and they're going to welcome today's news. They stand to benefit from limits on Russia's nuclear weapons too. So what's next? During the campaign, President Biden committed to starting with New START extension. That doesn't mean that it's the end point for this administration's arms control policy. I expect the United States to reach out to Russia and China and engage each country in a diplomatic dialogue to talk about next steps on strategic issues. With Russia, the United States should outline what it wants in a future agreement, an agreement that could eventually replace New START. This could include greater transparency into non-strategic nuclear weapons, missile defenses, and other arms control irritants which prevented progress in nuclear arms limits in the past several years. U.S. diplomats should also engage China. They should search for common ground with Beijing and try to find limits on certain types of nuclear weapons, transparency into military activities to reduce the risk of an accidental conflict, and form a greater understanding of each country's intentions toward the other, intentions regarding nuclear weapons programs, and other areas of mutual interest. The Biden administration will likely take a holistic look at nuclear policy and arms control in the coming months, with an aim of restoring U.S. leadership in the world's eyes, but also offering clear rationales for the different policy decisions that the Biden administration will make. Most administrations, through the National Security Council, will direct broad strategy reviews early in administration, and they involve the entire U.S. interagency. These reviews will include State Department leaders providing their best ideas on future arms control initiatives, intelligence analysts offering estimates as to Russian and other countries' nuclear weapons programs and their strategic intentions, and defense experts outlining current U.S. plans to modernize and deploy nuclear weapons. Formulating a coherent approach to nuclear policy requires a delicate weighing of all of these issues, and that work is likely to start immediately.